Hey guys, welcome to this week's Thorough Thursday, and today we're going to go over rack pulls. So let's get to it. So the first thing I want to do is show you how to actually do the rack pulls, okay? So it's a variation of the deadlift you use in order to get past the sticking point. So I'm going to walk up to the bar just like I would for a regular deadlift and feel the steel. I'm going to squat down to it and grab it about shoulder width apart directly under my shoulders. I'm going to squeeze my shoulders back as hard as I can to try to get my chest as upright as possible and then stand up as tall as possible. Because again, whenever we do any deadlifting variation whatsoever, we're trying to improve our posture, okay? So that's why it makes it one of the most functional movements you can do in the gym. Now, when you set up for this lift, keep in mind your sticking point, okay? Because again, we're ultimately trying to do this to attack a weakness, not lift heavier weights to increase your ego, okay? So my sticking point is usually a little bit below the knee. So as you can see in this video, I'm putting the spotter arms in a place where I can start with the bar right below my knees. Now, another thing you want to take into consideration when you do this exercise is you want to use some of the worst bars you have in the gym because it can bend the bars. Okay, so if you don't have a bar that's really bad compared to the others, try to use the bar that's the cheapest, so that way if you do have to replace it over time, it's not as big of a deal. Now, again, I'm doing this off the spotter arms, but you can easily do this off of straps or different racks, pin pipes, all that kind of deal. Now, what I do want you guys to realize is rack pulls and block pulls are very different from each other, because the reason being for that is where the bar starts. So in a rack pull, you can see the bar is resting on the actual rack, so that way the weight is outside of it. So when you go to pull on the bar, there's not as much slack in it, so you can't put yourself in as much of an advantageous position, and it takes a lot more grinding power to get it going. Now if you do it for blocks, you can usually wedge yourself into the bar and pull the slack out, so that way you can get an advantageous position and actually lift it off the ground a little bit easier. Now, some people, you typically want to use this as a weakness builder in your deadlift. A lot of people in physical therapy use this if you can't deadlift off the ground without back pain. I would tread lightly on that matter because again, a lot of times you put this in a position where you can actually do more weight than you can deadlift off the ground, which again may put your back at a disadvantaged position and may cause you to get hurt. So I hope you guys enjoyed this version of Thorough Thursday. I'll see you guys next week.